I think. Seems like it. Alrighty. Quick sound check. 1 second. All right. Okay, I feel like the music is like non-existent. Let me try that again. Okay, here's the music. Maybe I've got the channel stuff messed up. Hang on. Bear with. Skip ahead if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever. All right. Don't think the music will even be there on YouTube, hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, I feel like the music is like non-existent stuff. Hang on. Bear with. Watching this. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. You can tell me how that's going. But yes, we did have I'll do a quick shout out to this guy. Josel 10 H5S. Mentioning that he's enjoying the content, but the music would be good to cut out of the VOD. So we have done that. So thank you very much for the support, Josel. Don't really know how to pronounce that. Glad you're enjoying the content. All right. I do want music, at least for myself, though. Otherwise, I'm just sitting in silence. But I think we're good now. Right. Today. Oh, wait. I need to put. Sorry, Mr. Disorganized. Let's see. We've got some Discord stuff to handle real quick. Should have done that before. Has anyone been trying to create mods yet? Okay. Reply here to Bommy about the mod kit. Then we got another question. Do crates still spawn during contact missions? I believe so. That's actually a really good question. I believe so. I don't know. I accidentally, not I. The Mothman posted the link yesterday. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Mothman. Okay, admin done. I think we're good. I'm trying to find the drink I was working on, which was a coffee. Banana Balls and I went and got coffee this morning, which is very nice. All right. Anyway, I believe I did this since yesterday. I was playing around with some texturing. What happened to the ground though? What the hell? Oh, there we go. Texture hadn't loaded yet for some reason. There we go. Yeah, I was playing around with some getting a feel for how the texturing could go. Yo, John, welcome in. I'm liking the grungy kind of like retro style, I think. There's kind of placeholdery. Well, yeah, pretty much is placeholder, but just so I could get a feel. Before, if you remember, this was all grey box, so it was like, you know, it was I don't know, basically like this. So yeah, I think this is a cool vibe to go for. I'm just trying to like double down on whether like test a few things and let it sit for a while to see if I want to continue with the this art style or not. I really, if I can find a way to make myself fall in love with it, which I think I do like it. One of the reasons I wanted to try this a style like this first was in Folklore Hunter we did a lot more of a photoreal style. I'm sure most of you guys have seen that, but let me just bring it up real quick. Folklore Hunter, but that meant that really, can you just show me? Okay, whatever. I don't, just in case. It had a lot more of a photoreal style to it, which meant that assets took a long time to create. By the way, I don't know if anyone knows, but when I first released the first version of the game, the character wasn't textured yet. The assets took a long time to make, and I had to end up purchasing a lot of assets from like packs and other people and stuff like that, which is fine, but I would really prefer to be able to just make everything custom myself, because then I can really hit the vision I want. But I don't really want to spend as long as it takes to make super highly detailed stuff like that. Like, there's no point in me manually making all this stuff when someone else has already done it, kind of thing. Which is why I want to ideally try and get a more stylized look. Demonic, you like it? That's good. It's definitely a lot more indie. I just don't want it to feel cheap, but if I can get away with a more lower fidelity style that feels like still high quality, then I can make assets. I can add much more stuff to the game, basically, because it's going to be a lot quicker for me to make this stuff. And yeah, I did some stuff with the cursor as well. Added a hand when you're looking at a interactable thing, which I think is quite cool. And what else did I do? Anything? Oh, I get there's a new. It's probably hard to tell. There's a font change to the UIs. This is more pixelated now. I mean, you can't really even tell the font, can you? Let's be honest. Much nicer in the sub now. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, because it's the same layout. I just literally just dragged some textures onto stuff to see how it could feel. Because this is one style. The other style that I might go for if I don't end up going with this, which would be gradient texturing, would be a lot more stylized and simple, because it still would be quick for me to make, but I don't know if it would fit the horror. Like, I really like this style, but I don't think it would fit the horror vibe as well. But this is another direction I could go to get to be able to make assets quickly, but not but keep a stylized look. But I think real grungy pixely stuff is cool, to be honest. I think I like it. One thing we could do, if you notice that the normals are actually a little bit smoothed, one thing we could try is give it, where is it? Give it the nearest filter. So if you look at these curved edges here in the dark shadows, if I set this to nearest, you can see now that's like full on pixely. Don't know. Again, it's probably hard to make a judgment call on whether you got what you guys like right now, but yeah, that's an option for us too. We go for smooth, or we go for crunchy. Not sure. Anyway, I mean, there's so many things I could try to stylize this. Like another thing I could do is take the size way down so that the normal maps are actually blockier than the texture itself, which gives it this like even chunkier style to the normal map. You see how like this is way chunkier than this. But again, I don't know. I guess I just need to play with some stuff. But yeah, not sure if you guys have a feeling either way. I'm maybe slightly leaning towards this, but we'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to do some more work on this today, the art in the sub, just to, because I want to really understand the feel that I'm going for. And we have a lot of the mechanics now, but I really want to get the visual style down. So yeah, we're just going to like just do some experimenting today, basically. And because I'm doing the textures this way, it's pretty cool because I can just like come in and like custom, like change the textures on stuff super easy and quick like this, which is pretty cool. Now that's the benefit of doing it in this way. Yeah. I think it looks good. Nice, appreciate it. And sorry, I missed your message. Why is quota always 123? That's just what's typed into the UI here when I'm not playing. Like that's just the placeholder kind of thingy. But yeah, if this gives me a lot more of a vision of what we're going for. So another thing I'm going to try is, you notice there is a normal map back there. There's not normal maps on anything else, so this floor looks perfectly flat. I want to see what that would look like if we did put a normal map. The other thing is, again, this is going to be hard to see on the stream, I suppose, but you see how that is actually pixelated? We can also try, and I could do like bilinear basically. So this is like more like Nintendo 64 style, I guess. Definitely a lot more retro looking, I feel like, but I don't know. I think I want to go for the pixelated look, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so the way I generated that normal map for the other thing, I'll do it for this one as well. I have this free program. There's probably way better ones out there, and I think Substance can even do it, but this is the one that has worked for me, called Materialize. Let me just find my folder here. Materialize, so I can go in and grab, so diffuse map, just open that for the floor texture, wherever it is. Wait, what? Hang on. Up one. Was under floor, I think. Yeah, I believe it was this one. Pixel style for the player screen. Potentially. I'll show you. I actually have a thing for that. I'll quickly do this and then I'll show you what that looks like, and I'll be interested to see what you think about it. So yeah, this is the way I was making the normal map basically. Just kind of find one of these that looks alright, like probably like that's fine. Don't want it to be too noisy. And then from that we can now create the normal map. Again, don't want it to be too noisy, probably like that's fine. And now, yeah. Now we can just see if that looks good, I guess. So I'll do this. I need to either find or make a plugin to do this in the engine. Like I could just like yeah, be able to just right click and go create normal map, you know. Don't know if that's something you guys would want to see on stream or not, but that would save me a lot of time. That is the wrong folder. Floor. So now if you look at the floor there, if I turn on the normal map, might be a little hard for you to tell on the floor, but the way the light interacts with it now, how am I going to show you this? If I put a point light here, you should hopefully be able to see the way the light is interacting with the floor now, casting a little bit of shadow. You see that? It's not really that noticeable, to be honest. It's a lot more noticeable on this. Anyway, yeah, so your pixel idea, so that, I have a couple of experiments I was trying for that as well. I'll show you what they look like. So pixelation is, again, I'm not sure how much this is showing on stream, but if I did that, so I've got it on right now, it really really crunches everything down. Might be a little bit hard for you to tell. I'll crank the amount just so you can see. So that if we're going a lot lower, if you just like look at this area, I guess. I'm just not sure. We lose a lot of detail if we do this. The lower we go, the more detail we lose. So if I do it, I'll probably keep it relatively high, but at that point, I don't even think I need this necessarily. We have this color banding thing. What does that do? I don't know. I have no idea. So yeah, anyway, there's that one, and then let me see. The other experimental shader I was looking at, this one's pretty intense, to be honest. Is basically, yeah, like a dither effect. How can I make this more intense? My gut is saying just don't really do this though, to be honest. The dither effect, again, it's going to be hard for you to tell on screen, but if you maybe look at this cube, you can see that the shading basically has dithering going on. I don't know. I think it just adds a lot of noise that we probably don't need. What is this? Oh, that's just like a color. So yeah, I don't know. Probably won't do that. Another idea I had the other day, I'll show you, MPP. If I make a quick post-process effect that I was thinking. I don't want to spend too long on this because it's going to do other stuff today, but this is going to change the feel of everything quite a bit if I do one of these effects. Alright, so if I, for example, now do red or something, I can, pretty sure, just make the whole screen red. So this is the scene before any post-processing, and I can do Uh, what is it? Is it scene color? No, diffuse color. Right, and that basically gets rid of the lighting. Um, oh, make it a setting. That's interesting. Yeah, I could do that. Um, and now we can do our own lighting basically. I don't know. That's like kind of expensive, I suppose, to do, but here's AO. So if I, for example, was to multiply these together, then we would have AO and the base color, and then shit, I forget how we do this. We go, hang on, there is a way. Let me Google this. I forgot what the thing is. Unreal post process extract lighting. They use it a lot for cell shaders, but there we go. It's divide. It's a clamp. We can just use a saturate for that. Okay, so now that is going to basically show us the lighting, more or less. Why is that freaking out so much? There we go. That'll do. Yeah, so now we've got the lighting. Basically, we could bring back this, and basically multiply in the lighting. And now we have control over the shadows. So if we wanted to do, like, hang on. Okay, hang on. So mask. So this is 0 to 1. 1 second. Let me, if I say multiply this by, say, 4 or whatever, floor it, I think, and then divide by 4 again. Pretty sure that'll do some banding now. If we wanted banded lighting like this, it's kind of a cool look, maybe, or even two bands, or 3 or something. You know, this is going to give it a lot more of like that style that Lethal Company has, so I don't really want to go too far down this track. It's also a lot darker. But yeah, I don't know. I just need to play with it basically, I think, and just decide what I want to do. I mean, if I did this, 4 is kind of cool, I suppose. We get basically like a stylized kind of look to it. Huh? The max value between that and say zero point 0.1. Bring up those shadows a bit. Yeah, I actually agree, Demonic, that Dither one's probably my least favorite. Um, yeah. If I was gonna go mad stylized, you know, I could probably do like um probably, let's see. I'm just experimenting now basically, but if I brought in the ambient occlusion as well, then we still have some shape going on. And now we would just need to get the color data. But when I get the color, I potentially could, like, I don't think I can band the color as well, can I? You're supposed to do this. I would need to. I wasn't really prepared to be doing shader stuff, so I should probably stop. But it is fun to experiment with, though. Mm. Why can I not make Victor? Hmm? Did they get rid of that node? What? That's not how that works. I don't know how to quantize the colors. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, tonight. I'll leave this how it was. I'll put this one on because this is the most inspiring one to me. I just need to get color into here somehow, but ideally color untextured, like I don't know. Anyway, I will leave that off. But that's one of the other ideas I had. For now, we just got this. Um, okay, finish my coffee. Have some coke. All right. So another thing we're not doing right now. Let me do this texture as well and materialize. Which was like that one, I think. go. Which, god damn it, I keep forgetting which one. There we go. So this one, underscore N. There we go. So we got normal map on that as well. It really doesn't matter, does it? Like, I can barely tell that it's got a normal map on it. In which case, we would probably want to have another parameter in here in the main master material. Normal intensity. And I forget how to do this one as well. Unreal, material, normal, and strength. Yeah, strength is fine. Okay, so just scale the red and green, apparently. And we append the blue channel back on. There you go. Now you can see in the background I can control the strength of the normal map. All right. I think that's pretty good. I don't know why I have this one twice, to be perfectly honest with you. There we go. Now we've normal mapped pretty much most stuff. Don't know if I love it, to be honest. Don't know if I love it. But I'll let it sit for a bit, because maybe I will keep it, maybe I won't. You can see here's our normal maps at the moment. Don't know. Anyway, I want to work on some stuff today, some other stuff. interact icon, text, and progress. So the first thing I'm going to do real quick is finish off this little hand thing that I was working on. Right now you can see it just says the name of the actor that you hover over. I want that to say, well, to be controllable, like I can set what that text says, and then the interactions also to be settable. So we're going to do that first. I might just quickly commit that stuff. By the way, these textures came from, I should give credit actually. They are Creative Commons. I think this one. Uh-oh. Not cursor. Hang on. Sorry. Bear with. In fact, it probably says... No, I got this. I can find it quicker than that'll load, I'm sure. Assets. License. Here we go. Screaming Brain Studios. So, yeah. Credit to those guys. It saved me a lot of time having to make all that stuff myself. Anyway, let's do this interaction thing. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. I should add it in here. All right. Right, interaction text thing. So interactable. We have an interface. It'd be really cool if the player's hand model when you're hovering over an interactable, like it actually goes towards the thing they're interacting with. Just a little idea. Oh, that's interesting. Like the actual character's hand. I could totally do that. IK their hand towards it. That's sick. I'll still probably do a UI element just because it just helps the game feel better. But yeah, I could definitely have the hand reach out as well. Love that. I'm gonna figure out where my thing is and then add that in. IK player hand towards interactables. Part of the reason I love that so much is that this system also works when you're in the submarine. So I guess we're already there, are we? Here we are. Dock. It would be cool if you see, yeah, because other players, when you're in the submarine, you would see their like hands like reaching out or grabbing the different buttons and levers and stuff. That's super sick because you can see like I can see what all this stuff does now. But yeah, possibly rather than, well, maybe as well as the UI if my character's hand, because I have no body right now. Only in multiplayer you see your body. So yeah, great call there on that. I should probably see what those errors are. I'm gonna put in here. Awesome idea, demonic. Almost gave credit to the wrong person. Alright, what are those errors? Come on, have a whinge. Get component by class. This will be the dodgy stuff I was doing to... yeah, it'll be the dodgy stuff I did there, so too much about that. because this is all going to change. This is how my blueprints end up before I format them, by the way. I just like this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm the messiest blueprinter ever. Here's something interesting, by the way. Let me show you this. This was a experiment I was doing. I kind of hate it, or maybe like it. I can't quite tell. You see when I move my view now, the cursor like kind of moves a little bit as well. I thought that would be really good, but I don't know. What do you guys think? It kind of feels a little weird. Or is that cool? I don't know. I'm so torn. Originally I had it like this. It was quite a lot. It's such a small thing, but you see, it might be hard for you to tell, because like it's probably hard for you to tell where the center of my screen is, but it means the cursor's not always in the middle. And I think what's throwing me off is that every game ever pretty much always has the thing dead center always. You kind of like it? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it and kind of hate it. Like I don't know. I guess I need to think about it a bit. It makes it feel less like a UI element. I think it's just because games don't do this that it feels like a little bit strange. But maybe that's good. Tell you what, I'll leave that on for a bit because I'll just play, and if it starts annoying me, then I'll know. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna have a function here, interactable, get display name. Definitely is going to be const. Okay, so now when we're getting the display name, pure. If it's empty, we will return that. Otherwise, we will return this. So that should do nothing. It should just still say, yep, travel activation button. But if I now go into said travel activation button, I should have an interface function on here. Like, what is this though? Like, what's I don't know what to call it. Like travel. Travel button? That feels like not what that thing is called. Destination. Travel controls. Shit, I don't know what to call this. Travel controls? Yeah, let's go with that. Is it just visually like that so it doesn't actually affect the player's cursor? Or does it actually make their cursor slow? No, it's just visual. Like my cursor is always at the center of the screen, like the interaction point, but this like hand thing is just slightly offset. So you can see if I look away really quickly, the hand disappears before it actually goes off the object. So it's not like making your interaction laggy or anything. Okay, so travel control, so that is working now. Need anchor as well. Anchor winch. I might model these today as well. These have been like placeholder cubes for so long. Anchor winch. Okay. I probably will change this eventually too, but for now I'll go get like a interact message. Get action text. I don't know if people are going to get that. Okay, so we got that HUD. Action text. I'll clean all this code up, don't worry. Stop stressing. What is probably stressing, but you know, I'm stressing. I will clean it up. But that's why they end up messy, because I just shove stuff in like that. Here we go. Punch it. Wait. I will systemize this as a separate commit where you can have different keys. Like you can tell it, say, hey, if you push F on this thing, something will happen. If you push whatever, click on this thing, something else will happen. But for now, it's just always F. So interact key. Add extra settings to disable visual things like that to in case people don't like it. And for future things, people. Oh, you mean the hand thing? Yeah, definitely could have that as an option. Like yeah, just add tons of options. That is actually quite cool. Actually, quite a good idea actually. The stuff that there isn't usually options for. This doesn't really matter either, but I'm trying to get the like the satisfaction or the like the game feel going. So a little bit of animation will help that, I think. Such a small thing that most people won't notice, but it will subconsciously make it feel a lot more polished. You see how that text now slides in as well. Animation for that makes it feel more lively. Yeah, this is the stuff that really makes a game fun to play. Like the mechanics you'd think would be it, and they are to some degree. Like the game loop and mechanics have to be fun, but you can have really good mechanics and not add like very good game feel and like satisfaction, and it can well, I guess I should explain it the other way. Like the more of that stuff you add, the better it can make the same thing feel. Like a mechanic can feel good or it can feel amazing depending on how well you do these little details. I feel like the tricky thing is though, it's like you just don't want, like, I feel like it's easy to get caught up making lots of these that don't matter. So I'm trying to balance it right now. Okay, so anchor. This one is contextual, so I'll see what happens if I just put this into all of these. Probably not going to be great, but we'll see. There we go. So we're at a location. If I go to global market, come over here, anchor winch raised, locked. I can't really do anything, but there we go. Once we get there, it can drop the anchor. If we go to another thing, punch it. Drop the anchor, then it changes to raise anchor. Could add extra little icons there, I don't know. But I'm liking the feel of this now. I made this pixelated too, by the way. With this hand and like the background textures and everything, I feel like it's getting there. It's getting there. Let's put some textures on this. No, actually, no, that's fine. We can leave that. I'm trying to decide what will have a good impact next. I think since you use these boards and stuff quite a bit, I might do this. Do this one next. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of jumping around a lot. Actually, no, sorry, hang on. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. Interact text, icon, and progress. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hang on. Save all that. Commit this. Interact text action. What I now need to do, I think, character. I need to finish this HUD stuff because like that's still super jank. I can't leave it like this. Um, so if that fails, attach parents, try that. And if that still fails, then return that. If that succeeds though, then we return the attached parent instead. Which I believe will mean it'll show on the sub now, where it wasn't showing that before. Yeah, there we go. It shows docking station. Interactable, so display name will be docking station, I suppose. Action text will be enter sub. Eventually we're going to get to audio and stuff as well. I need to sort out this loading screen as well. Docking station, enter submarine, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. There, I forgot we had to basically organize all this stuff. Okay, holy shit. Is hovering in world widget? Just have to do a bunch of valid checks here. If that is valid, then yes. If not, then no. And that should stop those errors. Okay, holy. Okay, if I just go push F. Update cursor brush, alright. We're not using that. Then update interaction text. Okay. The animation stuff. On interaction of a change. No interactable is interactable. There we go. That makes that a little easier to look at. In fact, the only thing it's kind of awkward to do it that way, to be honest. Basically, what I was thinking I could do maybe is like I just made that whole thing. Don't really need it, I think. Can select off this. If we have one, we go forward. If we don't have one, we go reverse or forward. Yeah, there we go. There's just like one node rather than a whole bunch of them now. Does the same thing. And this might be helpful if we want to play sounds or something like that. Okay, and then the rest of this, I believe, is just like general, like procedural animation stuff. Tick procedural animations. Almost done. And then we'll be on to the next thing. Delta seconds. Okay, this function's still a bit freaking messed up, but at least it's now easier to tell what's going on. Happy to commit that now, I think. Docking. Station interact text and HUD interaction code cleanup. Okay. How long are we going for? An hour. I'll leave it for now, but I think I'll do some of the art stuff for now. But basically, I want to have the option, just like in Focal Hunter, where some things take time. You have to hold the interact button down for a while for something to happen. So we've done those. But we need to do that one as well. So, like, half checked. Okay, mother sub art. Okay, here is what I want to do for this to try and help this polish along. I guess we'll just do it in this file. Is first off replace this button. I'm not sure what this board is going to look like yet. Like originally I wanted it to not be like a list. And to instead be like a kind of a map that you're clicking on icons of. We'll do that at some point as well, but for now I just want to make this, do this button basically. So, big red button. Military? Just want to find some like good reference for this. Okay, that's good. In saying that, I don't want to make it like too insanely dangerous looking to push. Just make a new collection. Okay. I need to basically, the first thing is just to get the size roughly right of what we're looking at here. Like if it's that tall, that's fine. Travel control panel. Travel control panel. What the fuck? Oh. Twice as big as it was supposed to be because I'm pretty sure the default Blender cube is wait, is the oh yeah, that's fine. Alright. So we would have about that height. Yeah, I'm just gonna make that a little lower. There we go. So I have this. I'm trying to think like how I want this to look exactly. Like, do we want it to be a button? Probably, right? You're like issuing the navigation. I'm just gonna let my brain go. Just let myself cook and we'll see what happens. I can't believe I just said that. I'm old, you guys. um, what the fuck? Why is this not? Trying to get that to be the shape that I want. What friggin' key combo did I just push? Overlays. Okay. Do I have that? I have a button on top like this. New button model, yeah. New button model, that's right. Yeah, like until I know more about what I want to be on here, I'm just gonna probably leave it like that. I guess I'll make this all one object. Nice. What do you mean no exportable? Travel? Shit, what was it called? Travel control panel. I don't know why I lost my export settings on that. The origin is now... Alright, we have this. Gonna move this stuff away. I feel like maybe we hit it with a bit of this. You know? Yeah. I should be using reference, but I'm totally just sort of winging it here now. Yeah, it's like that's a shape that is not just straight up a square. It's fine. Don't really know what it's supposed to be. Maybe could make it like that. And that'll do. There we go. Big old button. Alright. Yep, that's good, I think. We'll see. Again, I can make this more detailed later. I'm just trying to think about because I'm gonna need to texture this and rig it. I'll just do auto smooth. Auto smooth will be fine. It's not really fine. No, whatever. Who cares? This is fine. We got that. Now we would need to probably. I feel like add some extra geometry. That felt a little low. Okay, and then we would UV this. I think I do need to make some of this sharp, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to help things a lot if I just mark some of this sharp. Okay, and then in here, we're just gonna do the whole no nanite, please. And do not recompute normals, please. And there we go. That is probably okay for a shape. Now, in terms of texturing, I don't really have a good plan for this, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like military or like submarine controls, retro maybe. Yeah, that's in the right ballpark. Okay, at some point I'm just gonna have to make a whole bunch of like dials and stuff, I guess. That's a great reference right there. Yeah. Do I really want to model all that shit though? That's really annoying stuff to make. Yeah, I guess. Okay. Let me figure this out. This is going to be a little experimental because I'm not 100% sure how I want this to be. Um, I just need a good front shot of like some generic controls. That will probably work to some degree. We'll try that one first. Now, what is this thing? Texture. Hmm. This one, I think. Probably should be. Shouldn't be, just getting images off Google like this, but that's prototype. All right, and then add rectangle. We got that one. Basically, just gonna try and extract some of this stuff. And also perspective correct at the same time. What else? Maybe some buttons. Alright. Is there anything else in here that I want to grab? Maybe one more. Just like these various like dials and bits and pieces. Just need to basically put these. So um control Atlas. Bear with. Okay, so we should have a texture to work from now. So it may oop, what the fuck was all that? Photoshop. Hmm. Actually, we already have the texture, don't we? Hang on. Downloads. Here's the texture. Reasonably perspective corrected. Okay. Let's see. So how am I going to do this? Why do a smart UV? Yeah, that might work. I'll try that. Okay, so if we were to assemble now, I don't really know how big. So what I might do, I might manually UV this. Mark seams. Okay, so the bottom will come off cleanly now. I believe. New button looks pretty good. I appreciate that, John. Yep, that's all good. Now this. Is not good because I need this seam here. This will fold out if I just go boom, 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 boom. And this one. Yeah, that should be all UV'd okay. Yep, no stretch going on. I usually try to avoid manually UVing stuff and that kind of thing, but this is just going to be how it is for this because Now we should have a clean, yeah, piece here for the control panel. So let's see. Image, I reckon about that. All right, I'm faffing around because I'm trying to decide how I want to set up these textures. There's too much overlap there. There's too many duplicates. Um, is that all the duplicates? There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Jesus, that took a while. Sorry about that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna even do the texture this way, but we will try. What am I trying to do? Image. Wait, hang on. UV. Export UV layout. Um, somewhere. I feel like I need to find a better method that's faster because this assets like this are taking too long. Okay. So that bit there, I believe. Travel. What's this thing called? Control panel. Yeah. That is not the right face. It's this one. Yep. Okay. So now is where we can bring this up to the top. There has to be a better way to do this, surely. Maybe the better way is to make the texture first. Or just hand paint. I don't know. The clone. Okay, and then we could do possibly blending options. Relay a style. Okay, so if we went this style, this is kind of roughly um, what things might start looking like. Let me just grab like something to fill the background with. Except we would be downscaling quite a lot. 512 probably. Export. Okay, what do I think about that? Obviously, ignore the pink and ignore the colors and stuff. Um, honestly, don't know if I like it. I feel like I would be better off just keeping the material um, like generic and then having the elements placed on it be, I don't know, shit. So instead of, basically what I'm trying to decide is basically instead of baking the details into the texture like I just tried, which I'm not sure if I love, um, like this, we actually model that stuff and have that be text be set on top of it. I think that's probably the way. In which case it would be like, yeah, let's just make a bunch. More geometry though. So yeah, if we had something like this and then did like an array, um, This will actually be quicker as well for me anyway, because I'm probably quicker at modeling than doing text or stuff like that. It is just going to be a lot more geometry though. So say we had something like that, then I'll just throw together some random ideas here. What was another one I saw? It was 12 maybe. There was a thing like we don't need 12. What did that thing look like? Like kind of weird tube things. I think this is going to be the way, yeah. Uh, it really doesn't look anything like what I just tried to make. What the fuck? Hang on. That's my problem. The whole thing, I just messed the whole thing up. Got it backwards. Hang on. Was it Alt M? 15? Control M? What's the M? There we go. Those, like, whatever they are, gas tube kind of things. Technically, we would be more like that shape. But it doesn't really matter for now. I'm just trying to get like a example of what this could look like if we do it this way. I think already, I think it's going to be better. We just okay. So that if this works and I like it, which hopefully I do, because I'm getting more into this idea the more I do it. If this works, the kind of I guess rule is going to be to do most of the detail in the models and not in the texture. It's like, I don't know, random like flick switches and stuff, but that is going to give a lot more character, I think, doing it this way. And I think sell what we're going for a little better, basically, more so than baking in the textures into the model like that. I don't know. I think this is going to sell it way better. Looks really good. Yeah, appreciate it. Still needs work, but kind of just like, I guess, experimenting on a little bit on what our design style is going to be exactly. I was originally going to be doing a lot more in texturing, but I think for props like this, we'll just do a lot more in the modeling. Because it also just allows me to like kind of go crazy like this and just add whatever I think is cool at the time. I don't know if I'm really selling this, but this is supposed to be like a speedometer kind of thing. There it is. Yeah, and then I don't know, we could add more like details and whatnot. Like I don't want to go too crazy, but we could add trying to think like a I think this is the way. Like stick to the stuff that stick to my strengths basically, which is definitely more so modeling than texturing. Texturing environment stuff like this is fine, but when it comes to like important props like this, um, it's probably better to just stick to the stuff I'm good at. Not that I'm even particularly good at this, to be honest, but that's a lot quicker and more natural for me to do. That actually sucks because that just hides the cool shape that we made. Yeah, what I probably should have done. quiet because I get quiet when I model because like it takes a lot of focus. There we go. Something like that. Whatever. Whatever. Merge all of this into here. And then we can re-import this bad boy. And for now, I'm just going to take that material off again so I can actually see what's going on. Yeah, I think this is the way. Obviously, we don't have any texturing now, but we're going to need a lot less texturing if I just need to be careful. I might have gone a bit overboard on the detail on that, to be honest. But I need to be careful not to go too crazy on detail on one prop, because then I need to do that for everything else. Yeah. But I'm happy with that, I think. At least for now, we'll try it out. Let's delete some bits and pieces that I don't actually need, various faces and whatnot. All right, yeah, let's just roll with that. We'll give it a quick clear seams. I'm just gonna give it a quick cube project. There we go. And then the boards, yeah, could I suppose be a actual display here, probably. Like we put that on an actual screen or something. But the only problem is it is a touch screen, so I need to make it so that you can still like get close enough to actually. Yeah, so now I can't actually even get close enough to the board, so that's already a problem. There we go. Cool. So now I'm just gonna switch that mesh. We still haven't really done the texturing, which is kind of the point of this whole thing, but that's all right. Travel. Until I actually put the thing in the proper space. There we go. Yeah, that is giving a much better vibe of the style of the game. This asset, even though we haven't textured it. Okay. We're gonna definitely need some lights on here. This is giving me a real like steampunk vibe. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. Or like kind of brass. That is very tempting to lean into that. Okay, so this is coming along good. The next thing maybe that I want to test while I'm in here is making just one other asset in that style. I'm not sure what size we'd be looking at here, but say it was that. Photo board. Yeah, okay. So we have this. Because what I'm thinking now is if I bring in some of these elements, we might be able to get an interesting style going on here. One of the things that seemed to do good was that. Maybe, hang on, maybe we raise. Somehow I need to get that shape into here. I don't really know how to do that though. Okay. Hmm. What else do we need to do here? Do you want travel UI? I'm doing the quota thing, seeing if I can like do it in a similar style and if it suits, because this is going to be the test to see whether this is a style we translate to other elements in the game or not. Which is kind of unexpected. I wasn't planning to do this style, but it might be kind of cool. Just following my nose at the moment, experimenting. It's kind of like almost like a Bioshock Infinite kind of, excuse me, kind of vibe. Um, don't know. Don't know if I've really nailed that very well, but I guess. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's... Yeah, well, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Very non-offensive. I just don't think it screams the same kind of visual style as the other one for some reason. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it might be this. I think that is like the retro. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's that weird, like, basically this. Because yeah, we could do like an analog clock or something, maybe. All right, sure. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So let me go into this widget or this actor and make sure I put my mesh in there. Hmm. There should be two things there. So that should update all of these as well. Yep. And it should, I think, have updated at the market as well. I'll need to redo the shape of this door then to make it also match. Yeah, so the theme's over here at the corporation world as well. I suppose that's fine. I guess. All right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll continue after that. Randy. Okay, so that's not bad. That that helps sell this whole thing a little better. I need to probably let this style sit with me a little bit to see if I want to go with it. It's kind of based on this a little bit, but it's more like uh what is that? Retro steampunk maybe? Really? Kind of though. To look at something like clock. Might not be this era I'm thinking of. That's very well. Yeah, this is the era I'm thinking of with these kind of shapes. I don't know. For some reason that's just what my brain's saying to do, but I'll let this sit with me for a bit and then we'll see how we go. Um Okay, so what else do we need to do for that? I think I'll commit that so far anyway. And we'll come back to it. I think it'd be a cool style though. You like the rustic feeling? Yeah, that's good. Definitely rusty, yeah. Okay, let me commit all that. Source content. I'm sure I'll need to reconcile here. Yeah, I really like this actually, the more I look at it. Okay. Shopping's done. Okay, what was that? What else was on my list? Oh, I still need to do the kit. So that one's kind of not done either. Kind of half done. Testing. I don't wanna like immediately just commit to this style. I wanna like let it sit and ideally come back tomorrow or later on today and look at it again and see if I still like it. Um and we'll go from there. But yeah, so I need to do progress thing and some themes. Um, I might do the themes to be honest, or maybe biomes would be good to call it. I don't know. Theme's fine. Yeah, working on more biomes soon. Yep, definitely. I just need to figure out the actual list of what they're going to be. So I think Lemon was working on a little bit of the geothermal thingy. Yeah, I want to just like quickly spend, I don't know, 20 minutes just outlining what I want those to be and how many how many biomes there'll be, at least initially. Um, and then yeah, we'll see. I might fix a couple of bugs, we'll see. But I just want to start getting that in my head because the last time I did that list was before pretty much any of the game was made. So let's see, is this? No, this is still kelp. I think. Yeah, they do seem to like all light seems to be unaffected by the fog for some reason. I'm not sure why. Ooh, eel. Still need to texture that guy. Oh god, that's a bobbit fish. Oh man, there's bobbit fish right by that one too. No. I'm getting distracted. Actually, it's probably good to play a little bit. I haven't played a bit in a day or two. It's really starting to feel. Grab it and run. All right. Starting to feel like it's coming together a little bit now, finally, which is good. That's a stonefish right there. I will get back to more creature stuff at some point as well, but I'm trying to bring everything up to the same level. Grab it. Store it. He got me. No. Okay. Difference between the first stream and this one is huge. Yeah, we get in there. We get in there. There's that lag for some reason. We definitely get in there. Okay. Here's my old corpse. Need to work on that character model as well. So much to do. Okay, so the theme wasn't set there. Do any of these generate with that theme? They do. So kelp forest, geothermal vents. What's causing the ghost player? I wish I knew. I haven't really looked into it. But it's when you die and respawn, like you get like your old character doesn't get removed for some reason. I will be able to fix it. I just haven't really tried yet. So this should be the new theme that Lemon was working on, the geothermal fields or whatever. So it's a lot flatter. I think, yeah, the textures are still the same. We need to also do the fog color change to really give it a different feel. I think this is some of the new stuff. Oh god, there's the Megalodon. What is he? I don't know if he was trying to like bite me then or Um, but yeah, there's basically these kind of like vents and lava pits now in this map. I'm not sure if they do damage or what, but these are all new tiles. I just need to give it new textures and change the yeah. This one will probably be a slightly more yellow. Once we hook up the code to do that. Orange, red fog, yeah, basically. And I'm not sure if it'll be darker or brighter, but you can see there are actually, oh, I'm about to get bobbit fished, some natural lights in this map and this theme. The lava fields, which is cool. Oh god. Oh god. I'm toast. Oh no, I made it. So anyway, yeah, this is still kind of just hasn't, it's kind of just been started, but yeah, bobbit worm is really vicious because I keep not spotting it. And there's lampreys. Yeah, I need to do a pass of the obviously the stuff on the inside too, but I do like the hand in the sub now. It's very cool. It shows you very clearly what's interactable and what's not. Yeah, so we're underway. Get these things off me. I'm gonna head back to the mother sub before I quit because I just want to double check the selling still works. Yeah, the lampreys will um get removed based on like you taking damage. I think it's like 5 damage per ray to get off or something like that. But you can just hit the ground or whatever, which is not great because it does destroy your hull a little bit. But man, I went really far, huh? That's a bobbit fish. Oh my god, it got me. Freaking heck, man, they're vicious today. Yeah, so we do need more creatures, obviously, but worms are just out for me. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to them. I should be. We will make a bunch more creatures at some point, but I'm trying to get some of the rest of the game together. Yeah, but that seems to be going okay. We don't actually have any. I was trying to just get some salvage so I could check that that still worked. What do we got? 1 day, 2 days left. I'll just quickly go to this drop site, try to get one thing, and then get back. Yeah, the ghost looks at you, which is very creepy. Could leave that in as an Easter egg. Right, are we? It's kind of hard to tell what location you're at too. I need to probably do something for that. And we do need to make some new what's it called? Titans. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Big bridge thing. Alright, just one piece of loot and then I'm gone. And watch out for bobberfish. And the meg if I'm going to be scanning constantly. Actually, I don't think bobberfish show up on the scanner. Bobbit worms. No way, am I at the edge of the map already? We might have to make the maps bigger again. Really? Okay, there's some right there. Get out of there. I think I made it this time. Alright, we're going straight back. I'm going high. Stay away from the fish. We're heading back to the sub. There's something. Was that the meg? No, that's an eel. I still need to sort out this docking thing too. It's not very, definitely not very polished right now, but it works. Okay, so we should have, yeah, $28. Can't sell it. Cannot sell what? Anchored 94%. G'day, mate. Raise the anchor. 38%. Ah, oh, damn, I forgot it re-rolls then. And then if we go to the market. So yeah, this board is, I want it hopefully eventually to be like an actual map with little points that you can pick from rather than a list like this. I think that'll be better. All right, so we go to the market and we should be able to sell it here. Nice. $11. $11. Cool. All right, no, this is coming along. I'm pleased with this so far. Did I do anything then, or did I just do testing? I think I just did testing. Okay. One thing that is still annoying me a little bit is dive site location. Nope. What are these things called? Travel screen. Dive site. Get operation name. That's why I haven't done this, because it's quite difficult to get that information. It's quite hard to get that data to where I need it to be. This is pretty ugly as well. But one way I could figure it out is think like this, maybe. Jeez, this is really rough. Really rough, but I mean, I think it'll technically work for now, but that's not a good way to do that at all. Pressure Alpha Bravo Charlie, yeah, so it is working now though. Hang on, and if I go to one of these, I think I need to pull the anchor. And then raise it. And now, yeah, now we get a whole bunch of new options. But it looks like that array's not getting cleared. Fuck. Okay. You know what? Don't worry. I will. I will handle that properly because that didn't even really fix it. Control panel material. Added control panel. All right. The other thing I wanted to add in here, text chat. And now I want to quickly do the theme stuff. And then that'll probably be it for today. So let's see. So themes so far. Got zones. Okay. So themes are going to have probably a depth. Tile set. Depth slash pressure. Um, Lighting post. Lighting fog post. Did we need to be anything else? Okay, so the ones we kind of have are the kelp forest, the geothermal something. Not concept. What was it? Themes. Fields. One I definitely want is Drowned City. What about that one? The Abyss. That's four. Um, what other interesting places would there be that would potentially be worth putting in? I was thinking caves, but that might really complicate the way like the tile system won't really support that very well. Arctic? Oh yeah, there you go. Frozen depths. I think we can start with that. Um, I'm tempted to add in like a coral reef kind of thing, but that might not be very good. I think I need to play into the deep sea exploration a bit better. So yeah, abyssal trenches. Yeah, I think this is fine. So kelp forest is going to be no visibility, tangled foliage, and what's another like descriptive thing for this? Like murky depth. Hang on. So the depth here will be abyss. Depth here will be shallow. I don't know what to call it. Geothermal fields. That one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter. Yeah. So these are the only two that need to be certain things. Kelp forest. So we do shallow, shallow, abyss. Like medium, medium. Let's do that. What are the actual names though? Hang on. Sunlight, twilight, midnight, abyss. Okay. Depth is twilight. So now if I order these in depth order, it would actually be like this. from shallowest to deepest. I think that makes sense. Nivens, go. Welcome in. Nice to have you. We're actually just doing a little bit of game design stuff right now to finish off the stream for the new game. But yeah, welcome in. Nice to have you. Fallen buildings. Sharks swim the streets. It's just like a visual identity. Human clutter, maybe, as a descriptive thing for that to get the right headspace going. Raiding with a party of 5. Welcome in. Nice to have you all. As I say, we're just doing some design work right now for the new game I'm working on. Davies, how's it going? I guess since you all just arrived, I can quickly show you the game as well a little bit. Unreal Engine. Yeah, I've been making it for a couple of months. So yeah, we're just basically like designing out what the biomes are going to be. But it's basically a multiplayer round-based deep sea horror game. Still pretty early stages, but we're getting there. Yeah. So if I just go to one of these places real quick. So each player gets one of these like subs. And the goal is basically similar to like Lethal Company or Repo, where you have to get a certain amount of salvage or scrap to meet your quota. Alright, we arrived. Drop the anchor. Levels are procedural. You'll see it generate here in a second. There we go. We can see that's a threat. Right now, the only threat in the game is the Megalodon, which is slowly coming towards. This is our, I can call it the mother sub, like our main ship that we're on right now. And all the other dots are bad stuff that will try and kill us. Yeah, we have 10 minutes. Make $300. 3 days remaining. Any date for a playtest? Not really. It's still very, very early, but I might. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll probably announce it at some point, but yeah. So anyway, so yeah, we're oh god, there's the Meg. Turn my lights off real quick. Hide from him. Alright, we need to get down to the bottom here. If the last run I did, I was just dying repeatedly, so apologies if if I just keep dying, but you can see something is getting picked up on my scanner there. That is a electric eel, giant electric eel. If it sees me with my lights on, it'll basically try and come and steal my power. A nice like untextured eel right now. We're getting there, but yeah, anyway, so yeah, you got a scanner, got different like power systems you can control, and yeah, I'm sure you kind of get the gist. But yeah, this is the kelp forest biome right now, so I was just working on designing out a few of the other biomes so I know what I need to make. That to me, holy shit, there's a Meg up there. What is he doing? So he will hear my sonar sometimes if I make too much noise, which is probably why he was over there. Like this. And basically just come and completely wreck me. Am I dead? Surprisingly, I'm not dead. I don't know how that didn't kill me. I might need to fix that. Ninja spawn rate too high right now. But in saying that, I haven't seen one this session. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, and then you have these like these arms, basically modular arms. That's a bobbit worm right there. Basically, these giant worms that'll come out of the ground and grab you if you get too close. Yeah, I don't know what the actual spawn rate of the Ninja is, because it's not really like a set number. It's based on like how many good spots it can find and whether it rolls the Ninja for that. But they will spawn in like obscured, so in the trenches or in the kelp forests or whatever. There is something below me. What? Oh, that's a stonefish right there. And man, where is all the salvage? I swear there is salvage in this game to collect. Maybe not high enough now that I say that, John. I don't know. Before I thought they were too high. The jellyfish are definitely too high. But yeah, but in saying that, I haven't seen a ninja in like ages, so... Oh, that's an eel. I'm gonna be careful not to turn my lights on near him. There might be a problem with the salvage spawning. Or maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. There's some. God damn, right by a bobbit worm. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Hey, grab that. Get out of there. Okay. I think we're safe. He's still a bit buggy, that guy. Anyway, yeah, find some salvage, get back to the mothership, wherever that is, back this way. You can see I have one BP. Oh, that's a rare salvage right there. These are worth way more. That's a trench, so the ninja could spawn down there potentially. Man, and that's a really deep one as well. There's a rare down there. I'm not going to go for it though. Yeah, so then you basically get some stuff. I don't know how long I have left in this run, probably like 3 or 4 minutes. And then we have this beautiful docking animation. 4 minutes left. Right now you get all the salvage stored in the mother sub when you dock. So you can see we have yeah, some rare and some normal, and the company is offering us 54%. But there is a thing right now where I'm pretty sure when I end the day, which is when I undock or raise the anchor, pretty sure that's when it regenerates. Yeah. But then the idea is there's a shop, which I probably won't leave on your ship, but there'll be a shop to purchase gear and upgrades and customize your sub. But if we go to the market, I think the lighting is still messed up on this level. That's where we can basically sell this stuff. So now we're allowed to leave through these beautifully textured doors to the global market, which is just this right now. But you can see the sub we're on actually is quite big. The lore is basically this: the game takes place in the future after the entire world more or less is underwater, and the only ones that get to live above water still are the mega corporations which you work for. That's why you're collecting salvage. So as we sell these, once I do it, that would basically be we'd just be depositing the salvage up into the corp to try and meet our quota. But yeah, I did want to test this before. This is Still working? 100 out of 300. Yeah, it is working. I just want to make sure those other boards show the same number. Yep, 100, 100. Cool. But yeah, anyway, I mean, there's more to it, but that's kind of the gist right now of the game. Right. So back to this. Depth, order. Okay, geothermal fields. Lava, heat, and what do you call those things? Where the bubbles come from? Do I have it written down somewhere? Bubble emitter things, whatever they are. What are they? Like vents, I guess? Whatever. Frozen depths, ice chunks, cold, freezing cold, and what would be like a good thematic touchstone for that? It would be like big chunks of ice, cold, and really don't know actually. Coastal trenches will be uh, no light, bioluminescence creatures, and verticality will be the things that I focus on in that. Do need something else for frozen dips that like makes it interesting. Um, let's go like sunken ships or something, just so I have something to go on. Okay, then we've got the depth, we've got the tile set. Okay, so lighting and post for these. So ambient lighting, green tone, strong fog. Minimal lights, side lava, brown, red tone, low fog. Lighting for the frozen depths is going to be minimal light. Dark spots from ice. Blue tone. I think high fog for this one. No light. Uh, no fog. Black. Like no tone, no fog, just nothing. Just what you can see. Okay, and then the lighting for the ambient, the drowned city. I need something that feels different than the other ones, so I guess white gray kind of. What fog? Okay, that's that done. Salvage types. I'm gonna just give an indication here, and I'll figure out the exact items between streams. So Drowned City, what would be interesting to find in Drowned City? What do you call it? Commercial like items, um, shopping centers, maybe like various building materials, lost knowledge, and just like random things like road signs, car tires, um, teddy bear. Why not? Um, Kelp Forest. That will be. Man, this is hard. Plastic waste. Maybe toxic waste? Um, pearls. Rare plants. And uh, ship parts. Geothermal fields. Rare minerals. Um, metal scrap. Um, oil machinery. Oil barrels. Yeah, maybe we go like oil rig theme for that. Okay, salvage for frozen depths would be ship parts, Frozen samples, viruses and stuff, maybe. Bones. Ancient, like, what do you call that? Like artifacts? Like Greek, like pots or whatever the hell. Also, why not just go treasure? Why not? Could put that in one of the others, I suppose. And then abyssal trenches, bio matter, glowing crystals, alien technology. Feel like I need something else. Like, we'll just go rare. Actually, let's go bones, fossils in this one as well. Teeth. Alien technology. Yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't know. It might, like, might be a good little nod to that. We'll see. I'm thinking basically like yeah, either literal alien stuff or maybe like what was that thing? Like Atlantis type stuff or something, I'm not sure. But hopefully something weird to find down there, because this is the weirdest one. Cool. Um asset list. I will end this session of design here though, because I will refine this, I think, a little bit between sessions, and then possibly on stream tomorrow, we'll see. But I'll actually like flesh these out a little bit more so I know exactly what I have to make for each one. If we leave it at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When the game releases, there'll be 5 different themes, 3 titans. I don't know how many threats we'd need yet. Maybe like 12, 20. A whole bunch of random map tiles. Yeah, I think that would be good. I think that'd be enough. In fact, we could probably even ditch one of these, possibly. We'll see. Because each one is going to need quite a few tiles, I believe, when I math that out a little bit. Where did I write that? 25 tiles per theme. So I mean, we need to make 25 maps for each theme. I should know what this is. 25 times 5? 500? No. 125, yeah. 125 tiles, that's kind of a lot, but I think I can do it. All right, I'm going to leave the stream there. We made some pretty good progress, I think, today. I'm pretty happy with that. It was kind of a little bit scatterbrained all over the place, but cool to show you guys some of the new textures and stuff, how the game's feeling, and then get like kind of a new vibe going with these new models. So yeah, I think it was a good amount of progress today. All right, thanks for